So if you
I'll
could bring her around too,
I'll bring
that
her
would be
too.
good. And then we'll go there, grab a bite to eat somewhere, and go to San Domingo.
Thank you. And I'm trying to get Greta to bring her back because they actually live in Berkeley, right?
Right. They live also very close to Croydon.
Well, it's not so convenient, but maybe sometime I can repay that favor.
No, yeah, it's all right. Thank you.
It's a pretty dress, huh?
It
She didn't
is.
have it out for a long
Do you
time.
have a dress for the performance already?
Yeah.
What kind?
And one. It's practically just like a black and white one.
Black what?
Black and white.
Black and white is good.
Okay.
And the shoes?
Pretty much maybe these. I don't know why.
These are good.
It's like fine.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to practice in the concert attire.
Oh. Good idea.
Sometimes it just feels weird or unusual or awkward. You want me to tune your violin, you bum? Okay. So, did you look at the program? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct spelling, right?
Yes.
Ish?
Yes.
Brat?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
I'm watching this thing. Apparently Google and YouTube decided that if a person has a YouTube login that is associated with a school, the account should be closed. So they suspended 20 plus years of my students' videos and chats and stuff. I called the tech at San Dominica because nobody can talk to Google, obviously. They did. They called Google, they created an attack, and 10 days later, my account was open again, but they wrote to me that I have a few days to download almost 30 gigabytes of the videos before they delete it all.
You know how to do it?
Do what?
Download it?
I'm downloading as
Oh,
we
okay.
speak. I mean,
I mean, if some people aren't high tech enough, they couldn't.
no, you actually can go there and click all those buttons, but they don't download your original videos. They give you the compressed ones. So I actually paid a company that goes in, retrieves my original high def videos, and it's been chewing on my account for the last 8
This
or
is
9
for
hours.
privacy protection for the children, supposedly,
Right.
I guess.
And it says that in about 2 days it will be done.
Well, I do you have anybody that videotapes the whole performance on
Yeah.
Saturday and we get to see it? Because I'll miss seeing all of your other students. I would
Well,
love to.
You see, some of them, actually, I would love for you to look at them because you have a different perspective. You see, some of those kids years ago surpassed me,
Mm.
right? And at Mignon, she started with me when she was twice shorter than this one.
Mm.
That was 11 years ago. So at this point, she's playing an unusual program. She's doing Schumann Sonata and she's doing Wieniawski duet with me. The last piece she played was Tchaikovsky Concerto with Orchestra with the festival. Right?
And then your kids are playing. I saw that.
Well, that's questionable still. Anthony probably will not because my father doesn't want him to. He sounds fantastic, but his last page of Saint-Saëns is not stable yet. Maybe next time.
Do you need paper
But
Sure.
Sasha is capable, but she definitely doesn't have her drive. So she plays because she's VP. No? She'll be okay. But there are kids who, like one I got a new kid that was probably about 4 months ago, no 5. I spent 2 months finding her face, literally, because her hair was like this and she looked like cousin It. And I was like, where are you? And on the top of that, face forward and shoulders up and sideways like this. Total Eeyore, right? Took me almost 2 months to actually see the face of the child. Another month to have a few seconds of eye contact. And I would never take a student like this, but friends asked. And when I saw how low it is, I decided to see whether it's possible. It was a challenge.
And then you got the boys.
Boys is even bigger challenge because Luke cried for a month. You know, because anything you tell him that he cannot get right away, he goes in tears. He's very emotional. But at some point, he decided to believe that I don't mean to harm him. And no, it's not the Mozart that you will take to the conservatory, but it will make your heart sing. You know, I was playing the orchestral parts with him, and I was loving it. It's so interesting. Anyway, this little girl that I would never even expect to play at the recital, she has her hair up. She has this gorgeous face with giant blue eyes and freckles. And for whatever reason, she decided that she's ugly, so she was covering herself up, right? I had to explain to her that she's absolutely stunningly beautiful in her own way. So her hair is up now. She's standing like this. I know how unbelievably hard it is for her because she's always been like this. She's standing
How
like
old
this.
is she?
She's probably about 2 years old. No, maybe a year older than she is. She's like 6th grade maybe. And she was hardly playing anything, but she managed to learn the first movement of the A minor Vivaldi concerto, and she's going to crawl on that giant stage and play. And I'm looking forward to it because there's like this little victory there, you know. Anyway, stop pulling your mouse, or you will have a mouse this big. It will itch even more if you will put bacteria in there, you silly goose. Let's go. I tuned you off. This is way too high for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scale.
Do I do the concert thing or
Martelet, you meant.
Martelet.
Right? That would be very good if you do a Martelet thingy, but Martelet thingy is not played at the floor. You remember that, right? Oh, that other thing, you know, don't do that thingy. Did you practice with metronome?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Then show me. 2. Yeah, one click, one note, and you have to use the whole bow. You can not go to the tip if you don't want to, but you must come back to the
Did you
floor.
practice this? Let's do it one more time. Too many mishaps. You know, too many mishaps. You either bump the bow, you play neighbor string, or you do a slappy. Go.
It's an accident, I believe that. Do 4. Don't lose the sound, please. Then get to the floor. No. You see, my third note is right before the second click. Look. Get it? No. You play right on the click. You need to play a little faster. Right. Yeah, but don't sit on that. Nope. Ready? And play with me. Copy my bone. Without me. No. Okay, fine. 5 is non-existent yet. Go 6.
I think I missed this shit.
Go. Very nice. 7. Fine, I'll play with you once. Now listen to me, there is a cheating there. A nice cheat. Listen. Did you get it?
No.
I play 4 and then C. And then the next turn I will even it out, see? Understood? Let's go with me. Ready? And lost in the last turn. 8. Nope. Move it. Simple. 2 groups of 4. Very good. I'm not going to ask you to play 9 because it's very hard against 2, but someday. But I would ask you to play 10. Santa Monica, Santa Monica, Santa Monica, Santa Monica, Santa Monica. Go for it. You want me to play with you? You sound like a goat. Well, you are kind of a baby goat, right? You're a kid. And done. And okay, that's a little fast. but you need to try to get there. You are doing well. You are doing pretty much on the level of my technique class, where I have 8 strongest violinists at the Crowden School. Some of them are stronger, but not all of them stronger than you at this. Okay? Right. Are you practicing arpeggios?
You gave me the sheet, so I practiced them.
Show me.
I don't know if I need it, but I'll have it out just in case.
Sure. If you have to, you have to. Stop. Here's the rule, and I want you to follow that rule religiously. If you vibrate everything. If you don't vibrate, you do not vibrate anything. Absolutely do not vibrate random notes. Okay? It makes you playing sloppy, and it makes your mind unstable. So I prefer that when you play this particular exercise, you just go nice and clean. Let me play with you. You don't need the music, you can look at me, right? Nice and slow. No angular motion, everything is fluid. And that is a big problem. See? I just move my fingers up and down. I don't wiggle my hand. Let's try one more time from the beginning. And third position. I don't want meows. 9. You play once or twice or however many you need, slow until you're confident that you learn the notes, and then you play 3 times faster, 9 notes per bow, and you are not allowed to stop. So we will do once slow, and then we will do twice fast. You can play rubbish if you want to, hopefully not, but you are not allowed to stop the bow. Do you understand? You have to survive. Let's go. Slow. Don't shift too soon, and don't move the bow so fast. Steady speed, everything is steady. Now let's go. You stopped. I don't want you to stop. I want you to keep on playing. Do you need the music for that? Here's your music. Let's go. Ready? And no stopping. All right. Do you know the names of the notes?
Yeah.
Name them.
F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D.
So they're always the same, right? Do you know which fingers are you using there?
Yeah.
Name them.
2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4.
Right, hectic. Very, very hectic. Here. Name the numbers. And for this one, we will write them down for you. 2, 4. What's the number here?
2.
And this one? 1, 1. What?
3, 2, 1, 3, 4.
Right. 4, and then what?
4. Shift
This
down
one.
to 3.
No.
Wait, no. 2, 1.
No, you stay in the
Wait.
same finger right here. And then you
Oh,
stay in
3,
the
1.
same finger as this one.
3, 1.
3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3. 1, 2, 4. Say it. Where's the click?
2, 4.
No. Go back.
2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3.
Again. I'll say it with you. 1, 2, and 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. One more time. Ready? And re, fa, la. Those are the names of the notes. In Italian, numbers 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. Ready? And 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4.
2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4.
Let's play. Use the fingers that you just named. 1, 2, and. No. 9 notes per bow, no separates. 1, 2, 3. And... That is a huge way behind. And considering where she is, as I said, she's right down the middle of that technique class. There is not a single person who cannot do this. And we are doing this every morning. So you have to catch up with all of them. And when you go to the 7 chords right here, you know, you play. And then you're going. My best students do 18. In other words, they play this slow, and then they go, and then go slow for the next one. Do you understand? It's very, very important. It gives you an incredible stability on stage, besides the fact that almost a half of all the pieces is basically arpeggios. Okay? So this is your new project. You need to learn to play arpeggio 3 and then 9. You can learn them one at a time. Knowing the numbers will help. And you can play slow as many times as you wish, but then once you decided to go, you can't stop. All right?
There's 2 problems. One is that she never really has been taught to think in numbers
I can see that.
on purpose, obviously,
Right.
which is a drawback, you know,
Right.
because so many kids only think in numbers. But the other thing is, Ella, that it's hard for you, I think, to play with mistakes, to keep it going, even if
Yeah.
and
But
so
that-
when you combine those 2 things of thinking you get it right
And being a perfectionist.
and getting it all and being allowed to make mistakes, that just is, you know. But I think she can
No, I have no doubt that she can.
work on this.
I have absolutely no doubt that she can.
She would, yeah,
I'm
of
just
course.
surprised that she couldn't now, and it's a great discovery, because I was under assumption that she can easily do it. And the fact that we've discovered it will just patch another gap in your foundation. Everything will get much easier. Okay? And that Alkali is full of arpeggios. It's just a bunch of arpeggios, and you need to learn.
I think if she were to sing it and sing the notes, the names of the notes, it would come much faster.
Yes.
But
It
this
would
is a
also
skill
be,
she
It would also
needs.
be nice to sing, if she sings the notes maybe in solfege, but numbers are more important
They're
than
very
the
important.
notes. You know, Eleanor never ever gave the music for the arpeggio to her students, only numbers. It was just a row of fingers on the paper.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
You're fine, but this is a little gap that we need to fill.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great.
Show me your etudes quick, and then go around the piece a couple of times.
The what?
You have exercises, right? You have Kreutzer and you have Shevchik, right?
With this one?
That's Schradek, yes.
You know what might help is if you wrote the scale out with the numbers
It's
and then the arpeggios out with the numbers. Is it on there?
well, the music is there, and we just wrote the
Okay,
numbers,
okay.
yeah. And it's a standard Grimaldi Gregorian scales, except for 3 keys, it covers all. And it's really useful because you can basically go into any position and use any run and any arpeggio with this fingering.
Okay.
So once there are possibilities for the other fingerings, of course, too. But anyone who has this nailed, and as I said, I come to crowd and every morning from 8 until about 8:30, we do all of this stuff. Then we play Navarra, right? And we play every day 2 or 3 different keys. So we're not just stuck in one scale. We change this.
Right.
And I just go for it. And often I have to yell at them not to rush because they became confident and they beat me in tempo as if that makes them stronger, right?
Mm.
So, well, they don't mean it that way, just no patience.
Right here.
Okay, 72 or what? 80?
Yeah, 72.
Go for it. So adorable. So, let me borrow your violin and I'll play for you something. I want to play for you and I want you to tell me what is wrong. Are you in ballet?
No.
No, she looks like she is. I mean, look at that elegance. You know, athleticism and elegance. Wow. Look. I'm playing correctly. I have to play incorrectly. No, wait a minute. You were using. What am I doing wrong?
Using too much more.
It's so fun to see a young kid whose brain is moving. You know how Anne Crowden told me many years ago, never accept a student without sparkle in the eye. I said, why, Anne? And she said, if there is no sparkle, if the eyes look like a dead fish, that means behind the eyes only manure for the hair. Let's go, child. You were absolutely right. You're moving about this much bow. Ta-ra-ra-ra-dee-ra-ra-ra. Ta-ra-ra-ra-dee-ra-ra-ra. It's a no. Steady speed of the bow is the part of the exercise. Go. I didn't mean staccato, I just meant for that finger to be a little closer, but it was pretty funny. Drop that shoulder. Go on, go on. Go on. Da dee 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 da dee. Go. No. Da dee da dee da dee da dee. Read. Good. Relaxing. Relax right here, child. Okay, good work. You need to keep on relaxing. I wish I would give you this exercise before you learned to squeeze the heck out of the neck. But, you know, being set up absolutely perfectly, unfortunately, doesn't mean that people play. My absolutely best setup was one of the lousiest players. And she could play like an angel. And a couple of times when she actually practiced, she went on stage and everybody was like, but I honestly believe that struggle a little bit actually helps. Although this is a wrong struggle. You need to realize that only fingers are working. You're still pushing, you're still a little bit tight. Your vibrato will be so much more beautiful when you will actually loosen this thing up. Okay? And part of the arpeggios is not that you don't know how to play them fast, but you don't know how to play fast anything and not to die. You are a breakneck, you're a hooligan, and I was expecting you to go in that last page of this Russian piece like a wind, not that you have to, but I was hoping, no, not hoping, I was assuming that I would have to slow you down. And you actually play with a very steady and solid tempo. I was actually very impressed and thinking, why is she doing? Now I understand why, because you are afraid of that barrier where we stop controlling the fingers with our mind and we just let them go. Understand? Yeah. Show me your Shevchik. I cannot wait for her to play this Kreutzer. I think you will beat me in tempo. At this point in that technique class nobody did, but out of my class I would say a quarter of my students are faster than me. And I'm very strong violinist.
Do you mean playing it on the violin?
Pardon me?
Do you mean playing it on the violin?
Yeah, see, there is this etude. Kreutzer. Right? I can play it much faster, but that's a typical way. And the homework for that entire technique was to play this on slurs and on sauté at 140. So that's the perfect combination of coordination and velocity. I will teach you how to beat me, and then it will be up to you. I'm not very fast, I'm just very well trained. Understand? Alright. Now show me a little Shevchik. You were done with the first one, right?
Yeah.
Show me. No, you can play it. Right, go ahead. Stop. In order for the sound to come out, some of the hair has to actually scratch the string. If you have to move. Right. good. Your mother doesn't have to listen to this anymore. Very good. Shoulder. Watch the shoulder. Please. Up shoulder is terrible mistake. I know that you feel good because that's the habit. Please be careful, okay? Did you practice the other one?
Yeah.
Show me. Excellent. Really, really good. And it's very good that you got that marcata for me because we need it. But I also need do you understand? There's a big difference. This is the stroke that I want. It's higher in the bow, it's lighter, and it's very percussive. I don't want. Right, so. Try. In other words, if you can move it an inch and a half or 2 inches, this may be too high for you because your arm is not as long. But somewhere right there, there's a little knot on your bow. That would be very nice. See?
No.
Go. Good. That's right. And then you need to stop holding the bow so tightly because you do obviously not that much. But save this action for ricochet. You know. This is so small. Kind of. Right? Do you own Rosenchild? Huh?
What?
Do you have Rosen? You don't have Rosen?
No, I don't know why. It's practically kind of a new piece.
So you don't have a Rosen?
I'll bring it.
Okay. So let's have your piece.
what?
Your piece.
Which one?
Good question. The one that you're going to perform. And you do know how to walk and how to take a bow, right?
Yeah.
Show me. Go to the door and come back here and take a bow. Go to the door. No, you don't hold the violin under your arm.
Is that?
God, I have to teach you everything. You hold your violin in your left hand and you lock it like this.
Yeah.
In the bow, you put your fingers through
I
and
do
then
that.
you lock. Don't just hold it like this. You will sneeze or something, the bow will fall, hit the ground with the tip and it will break. Always have your fingers through. Hold like this, not like that. Close to your body. And when you walk fast, but don't run. You smile, but don't look like you swallowed the railroad tie, right?
What?
Never mind. Come here and then you look at the shiny tips of your shoes. Don't bend backwards like a Swiss Army knife. You just simply come, you look at the tip of your shoe and you say hippopotamus. Do that for me. No, I don't
Why do
want
I
you to
say
stick your...
hippopotamus?
Because first of all, it gives you the right amount of time, and second of all, it makes you smile and you're not as scared as normally you would. Give me a hippopotamus. Come on. Come on. I'll do it with you. See? Do not go like this. Just bend your head down and say hippopotamus. Go. Hippopotamus. Very good. Only now you have to hold your violin and your bow fingers through.
Like that.
Right. Don't stick your elbows up. Right. Shoulders down. You walk. Go to the door. And when you walk, do you know what 45 degrees means?
No.
It's a half of the right angle, right? See? This is 90 degrees. The 45 is this way. So you have to pretend that there is a wire going straight from your chest 45 degrees to God. And God is pulling you in like a fish, reeling you in. So you walk like this. Like a ballet dancer, you know. Oh God, I have to go in. Okay, let's go. Yay! Hippopotamus, very good. Now, when you walk on stage, you look into the audience and you smile at them. When you play, you never look at the audience. Can you tell me why? I don't expect you to answer that question, but I want you to think about it. Why do you not look at the audience while you play?
I have a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe so you don't get distracted.
That's what most of people think, but no. It is important for you to get connection to the audience, to have the emotional vibe. And for that, you're supposed to be like a goldfish for them. They want to sit back, relax, enjoy, and stare at you. If you stare back, they feel uncomfortable. Connection is broken and you emotionally play like behind the curtain. That never works. Never look at the audience when you play.
Then what do you look at?
Your fingers, you can look into space, into God. You can close your eyes.
What
if you
about
want.
your teacher or your mommy or your friend?
If the mommy is in the audience, you don't look at the mommy because it's audience. Teacher is going to probably turn pages for miles, so you don't stare at me either. You just look like this. Picture ready. All right. So. don't stick the bow in the air.
I
You
know.
put it down, people smile, clap, you smile, and you take a bow, and then what do? No, come back. You do this. Once you're done, you put that finger in, you go right here, you hold it carefully so you don't spank the violin. You take a bow, and then you turn your glorious face this way, and you extend your left arm to the pianist. Show me. It's a noble thing to do, the other hand. The pianist is approximately where your mom is. Turn your head like, no, don't turn your body. Just turn like this. Like as if you play violin. No, there. And your hand goes like that. Don't extend your arm all the way, just go part of the way. And like this, like a, oh God, like a princess you are. Do you understand? I say, thank you, thank you. And he was going, you're so welcome, sweetie. You know how Miles is speaking. He's a big, big, big bear. She's always so welcome. Okay, then you take a bow and again and go. And you play like I really don't have anything to add to this.
Well, did you see what happened though?
Meaning?
She looked at mommy, and she
I was too busy trying
She
to
looked
pretend
at
to
me,
be a
and
pianist.
then she made a mistake right after she looked at me,
Ah.
and then she went like this. It was cute.
Except I thought I heard a squeak at the door, so I was
Of
like, oh,
course.
it's
Of course.
Yeah, so it's okay.
It's perfectly fine. Now,
It was beautiful. I loved the sound. Really nice sound.
it's not even the sound, you know. I was thinking of God actually, and I'm not a very religious person, but there are certain things that you can't teach. You know, I can give tools or whatever tools to a child, and I would prevent from doing wrong things. I can explain style and good taste and whatever, but I cannot give heart.
But
Nobody can.
is it okay if I mess up on the...
It's perfectly okay if you mess up on anything.
But
We are talking about your middle part, where you started to shape the phrase like I never taught you.
It was really pretty. Alex.
It was, you know, this natural instinct of the right music making that you just can't teach. It's either there or it's not. And it's very, very satisfying for me to see that the little things that I do with you are the seeds that fall down in a very fruitful soil and grow into beautiful flowers. You know? Good. You don't need to do this anymore. You are done.
Okay.
You have a couple of minutes. Do you want to play some acolyte for me?
From the beginning?
Anywhere. Anywhere you like.
I don't know.
Play beginning then.
Okay.
And then maybe I will torture you at the end of the lesson. Because you were way too good with this piece.
I need the music.
It's amazing to me how these Russian professors knew how to write songs specifically for kids. This was written for the Moscow Conservatory Prep School for little babies because it teaches them a lot and it makes them so emotionally engaged somehow and excited. It's beautiful. Breathe out and move right away and dive right away. Except for you slipping off the fingerboard, that opening was really beautiful. I have, you don't know him, right? You don't know Samuel.
What?
Yeah, you met the kid at the festival, but you probably don't remember him. He's a little bit older than you, and he's actually very good. He practices very hard, and he'll play this concerto. He has this beautiful big sound and everything, but he doesn't have this shapely elegance yet. I'm hoping he will get there, but this is just natural. Go. It's a little bit slow, but I'm fine with it. Go. Go.
I don't know what that is.
What's it? What's
White stuff. Is it just like dry skin?
Yeah, it's
Rosin?
probably dry skin. Yeah, it's okay. Keep going. Hold the right shoulder down. It's a habit. It's not even technique or necessity. It's just a habit. And she plays emotionally like this. Good. Very, very good. The double stops are almost perfect. Almost perfect. Now, let me show you something. When you get here, everybody plays it not wide enough, including you. You sounded a little, make it wider. And your octave was actually very good. But here, let's have a friendly competition. Go, monkey.
Is it up or down?
Can I kill her? Up, down. Go. 2, 3. Stop. I had 6 seconds. You only have 3. Secret is, let me show you. You have to learn how to play short and heavy. Because you have what all children do. Do you understand? You didn't sound terrible, but you play for me. See? Do you understand?
Yes.
That's where the power is in breaking a chord always below the balance point. This is where you have to break, and that's where you play the actual chord. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Do it.
Okay.
Da-da-da-yum. Yeah, why did you stop vibrato? Go da 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 da. Now go on. Don't raise the shoulder. Move. Yes, a little wider. Very good. Go on. Tell me, when we decide which way to go down or up, what is our main criteria? What's the reason to go down or up? Please don't say comfort. No, it is not. The correct musical way. When we play this party, we need to go on diminuendo. Which way do you think it's easier, up or down? You remember Chiyan?
Yes.
She has this saying, make natural diminuendo to the tip. Every time you finish the phrase, try to play down bow. It will be much easier and better. So do that octave for me. And play down bow and naturally let it relax. And now vibrate everything. Right. Very good. You have to, for this moment, you have to hold your violin with your head And relax your thumb and vibrate freely. Go.
Oh, if I like this, it's better because over here I had to hold my mouth like this.
Right. Go.
Okay.
Yes, and the last note should not be that long, but go on. Okay, very good. Tell me, is there a difference between the first part of the piece where you're just starting and this one? I know it's different rhythm, but I'm talking about emotion. Do you feel something different?
This one is a little more like not powerful.
Exactly. Invert. Do you know that word?
No.
It's like when we boil inside, but we don't scream out. You play quieter, but you play more emotional. How can you do that? How can you play more by playing less? Let me show you something. This is how you begin. You vibrate wide, and then you use less bow, but you vibrate faster, and you go. And people will say, "Oh, she's so musical," which you are. I'm just giving you a little extra tools. Find me the sound. Narrow, faster vibrato, and less bow. No, you're gonna. I wanted to focus. Yeah, even more. See. Go. Go on. Go on. Hear the sound. Yeah. And then that's down bow. Down bow, dear. No, I don't want. It's too simple. Understood. Go on. Same idea. No, you're going. It's great that you can vibrate so wide, but I want to. Go on. And here too. Just narrower. It will be much faster, so it will be much easier going on. Or you can get.
I didn't
Yeah.
like that.
You can go here. And remember, I'm on Russian shift here. Too wide. I still. It's like, yeah. Focus the. Focus your vibrato and don't blow it so hard. Yeah. Right. Very good. Now shift on the new finger. Yes, you got it. Yeah, and that's no. go there. Keep your shoulder down. Good. Good. Okay, that's fine. Did you practice the? Yes or no? No. Did you practice? Show me. You need music? Oh, come on.
Yes, I do.
You don't need music.
Yes, I do.
Get ready.
Oh,
Her
okay.
brother and sister will be home.
Yeah.
Eugene's gonna give her a ride.
Go. Why are you starting up, Bo, you silly goose?
Her reunion.
Don't sit on the violin, you'll break it. Don't push the violin with your knees. Okay, fine. Beginning was very, very good, but you keep trying to reverse the bowing. Learn it slow. Don't push the tempo too fast. Do from here. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Go. No, it's too wide. The tritone needs to be narrower. Go. Good. No, right. Go on here. Go on, go on. Go here. I want you to skip here. Go. Yes. That's fine. That's fine. I'll see you tomorrow for the rehearsal.
Yes.
And